From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Black 20. Check. Get
out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And just a couple.
Down. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Second and 3 at the 22-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first and 10 is Connor. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 62 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Chiefs 0. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3? One pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice size.
Here we go. Black 80. 3, Mike. You better be afraid of me. What is that? You better be afraid of me. Hatchet. Tighten up. Here we go. Black is that?
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Easy. Let's go.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Open man here is Gentry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Matthew on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. The Chiefs 30.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Chiefs 0.
Ready? Like 80. Check 53. Come on, baby.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. But now it'll be third down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow, yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Watch the twitch.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's checking. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point, when neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. On 1st down, counter plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Chris Jones on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Okafor in there to bury him for a loss of 11. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. On play action, they'll throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Alert flare, alert flare.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Yellow. Let's go, Ollie.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back, back, back.
Hey, 50 seconds, 50
shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the shift.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Going deep here for one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. monster right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Take 2 of them.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Take both of them. Check 26, check 26.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. Oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that'll set them back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, it's Vanette. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
13 yards on the play. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes throwing complete there to Robinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. This is caught by Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mark Barron. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll run here with counter. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go, here we go. Black 5. Not today, Ron. Not today.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Black 80. Mike. Blue down. Quarter. Black.
Again, it's Connor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Pulled in at the 24. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen?